Okay, hatboro-horsham. This is our continuing series on the minor pentatonic scale in A. At the moment, we're doing it in A right here. That's at fret 5, string 6, fret 5, string 6, fret 8, and string 5, fret 5, string 5, fret 7, string 4, fret 5, string 4, fret 7, string 3, fret 5, string 3, fret 7, string 2, fret 5, string 2, fret 8, and string 1, fret 5, string 1, fret 8. You notice immediately that we're going a distance of 3 frets here on string 6, and 3 frets on strings 1 and 2, and the middle ones are 2 frets apart. String 5, string 4, string 3. So we can play. We can play that little group of triplets that we did in class right on down vertically on the guitar. But we could also, this being called the beloved box 1 in guitar, box 1 for the minor pentatonic. We can go up to box 5, use strings 6 and 5 in box 5, and if you check the handout, you will see what box 5 is. And I want you to check the handout so you know where box 5 is and what we're doing. The box 5 is actually, so you see I'm going 2 apart here, and then 3, and then back to 2 for 2 apart. But we're not working up this way, we're working down this way, down being toward higher notes, which is always the bane of the guitar, that when you go down, you're actually going up in musically. So when we get down here, we're going to start with box 5, work on the strings 5, 4, and 3 in box 1, that box, and then we're going to come down to box 2 and work on strings 3 and strings 1 and 2. And throughout this, to avoid these three fret jumps, so we have 3 frets and then 2 on string 6, 3, and then string 5, 2, and string 4, 2, and string 3, 2. And we want to capitalize on where the notes are only 2 frets apart. So you establish a pattern, which is you start on this A note, which makes sense. Start on this A note and go back in the scale to the G note and then back to the A note. So that's a triplet, 1 triplet, and then you advance to the next note in the scale, in the A minor pentatonic scale, which is a C note at string 5, fret 3, and do the same thing, rock back and forth between that C note at string 5, fret 3, and the A note at string 6, fret 5. And then you advance again by going to string 5, fret 5, which is a D note, and then back to the C note at string 5, fret 3, and then back to finish the triplet at string 5, fret 5. So we start at string 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 3, 6, 5, 5, 3, 6, 5, 5, 3, 5, 5, 5, 3, 5, 5. I should do them in notes, but that you might not follow that. So, and now we come to the point where we're now going to enter into box 1, and I'm going to hit this note. I've got my ring finger. The fingering's important here. You're just going to use your index and ring finger, but when you get to this point, string 5, fret 5, you hit the note and slide it down to string 5, fret 7, to the E note. And then you go back to string 5, fret 5, and then finish on the E note, like this. Altogether you would have. Now I'm on the E, and I'm going to continue that same pattern, go down to string 4, fret 5, back to string 5, fret 7, and then 4, fret 5. And then you go to 4, fret 7, and back to 4, fret 5, and then 3, fret 5, and then 3, fret 7. And then I'm going to do the very same thing we did up here at string 5, fret 5. Take this note of 3, 3, 7, and then rock back to that. Slide that down to string 3, fret 9, that E note, back to this D note, and then back to the E note. But when I come back to that E note, I'm going to hit it with my ring or my middle finger, because I need to be in position to put my index finger on string 2, fret 8. So let me play slowly through to there. Now right here, I want you to get, when you've got your ring finger there, now put your index finger on string 2, fret 8, and then, which is a G note, and then up here with your middle finger when you come back to this string 3, fret 9 E note. Do the same thing, and then you now on string 2, stretch out to string 2, fret 10, back to string 2, fret 8, and then string 1, fret 8, back to string 2, fret 10, and then out to string 1, fret 10, back to 1, fret 8. And that would be the note that would be next, so you can generally, if you're going to end it there, just do whatever you want and get back and end on that A, starting from the A and going to the A. So slowly, and I'm just going to do it slowly because I don't want anybody shooting for speed at all right now. So you just go like this. And the next important thing is that your pick stroke should be up and down, alternate, up and down. So and that's the long run, and you're hooking together. Here are the things that are really important: up and down pick strokes. You're visualize and look in the handout that you have that you are working in box 5 right up here, where you have string 6 and string 5 are 2 apart. That's important. Then you're going to move down. You're going to shift boxes, move down when you get to this point, which is string 5, fret 5, and go from that D note to the E note here, and that puts you now your hand in position for this box 1, E or A minor pentatonic. So you from here, you come down strings 5, 4, and 3. And when you get to this point, you're doing the same thing, sliding, and now you're going to string 2. But when you go back to string 3, you use your middle finger, and then reach out here to this A note, and on string 2, fret 10, and that finishes you. You could do that, but I just want you to get this far and know that you're working from box 5, and then box, that takes you through box 1, and then now at this point you're in box 2. All right, that's a great fingering exercise for you, and don't work on speed right now. I'm not going to do it fast because I don't want anybody shooting for that. I want you to just get the fingering down, because when you play it fast, you're not going to play it that way anyway. You're going to do it with pull-offs, and I don't know, that's too much to concentrate on right now. And this is a great pick exercise, just go, to get the up and down motion. You don't deviate from that. That's how you'll build up speed. If you want to play this fast, then we're going to have to do it with pull-offs, and we will do that in the next chapter, or a chapter soon to come. All right, I will see you on Tuesday. See you then.